So I was on the sports bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Oh joy, I was supposed to be on the breakfast show with Jeff Stelling and Ali McCoist, but once they see the result, they was like, can you do the sports bar instead? And listen, I didn't have to wake up at 6 a.m. and get set up and everything like that to jump on. So I was like, yeah, let's go. And listen, I like the lads. It's always banter with them. But unfortunately, I'm not in a position of strength when it comes to banter because of where we are. But we talked about the game, Nuno, the pressure on his head. Should he have pressure? And we argued about if Eddie Howe would join West Ham. Now, there are some fans that are going to say, you're crazy. Why would Eddie Howe ever think you come to us? Embarrassing, blah, blah, blah. But I spoke to someone who actually knows them, the team, the coaches, some of the coaching team, and said that he's been led to believe that they'd be open under the right circumstances to join in West Ham. I think the Staveley situation will play a big part. I think if it was right now, it might be tricky, unless you offered him a good deal. But I think, and this is what I didn't say in the argument, is Staveley would be a big motivating factor if she does come in. But Nuno is under pressure. But yeah, check out the debate. Like I said, it was all fun, all banter. Like I said, I do like the lads, but Jamie O'Hara is he's typical Spurs fan. He is the poster boy for what a Spurs fan is. So yeah, give it a watch. Leave your comments below. Do you think we could potentially get Eddie Howe? Are you Nuno in, Nuno out?
Yeah, to help take us through that game rest of the season, none other Dan Lawless from West Ham Fan TV. All right, Dan.
Danny boy.
How's it going, lads?
Irons. You started already. Good start, Dan. Good start.
This should be you, Jamie. This should be you right now.
Well, it's not, though, mate, because we're a proper club, aren't we?
God.
How you feeling?
I'm tired already. It's game week 1. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's just like last season all over again. It's the same old with Nuno. And I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted of watching this type of football under Nuno and his tactics.
I mean, listen, it's not a great result. Bearing in mind you're 2-0 up, and there's 7 minutes left. It is a terrible result from that point. But they were a Premier League side last season, Burnley. It's not like you're playing Lincoln.
I know, but they only had 2 players that played any significant amount of Premier League football for them last season in that lineup. The rest were bench players and some newbies. So it's not like we were playing the Burnley of last season. Their squad got decimated. And look, it's one thing to draw. And I'm not saying the result on its face, but it's just the same old Nuno of, score and then sit back and invite the team on. And then just throw it away, go ultra defensive. And that is it's the manner of the defeat. And we saw it so many times last season. We lost 20 points from winning positions last season.
It feels like a defeat, Dan, but it's not. It's a draw.
But it feels like a defeat because when you're winning 2-0 up and you just throw it away, it feels like a loss to me. Rather than if it was the other way around and we went behind and we clawed and fought our way back, okay, it'd feel like something. But he's just done it too many times now. And I'm not saying I want him sacked, but he's on thin ice. He's on such thin ice.
One game?
One game, yeah, because it's not just one game. We've seen last season he took over at West Ham. I think 5 games in was in September, so it's not like he took us over at the end and we picked up someone else's mess. He had plenty of time to save us, more time than De Zerbi, more time than Forest's manager, and ultimately he threw away too many games. And he's doing it again. He's not learned. I just thought we'd be in this league now. The players we've kept, we'd approach games in a different way. We'd be more brave. We'd be more on the front foot. We'd take games to teams. And so far, it just looks like the same old.
It's not a good start, really, is it? All you West Ham fans, though, who are can't wait for the championship season, sold 50,000 tickets. We're going to romp up. We're going to walk it. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then bang, first game, already you want him out.
Listen, I'm not saying I want him out just yet. He's on thin ice, though. Rightfully so. He cannot be afforded time in this league. You can't say, right, we're going to wait till December and see how he gets on. We have to get automatic promotion. I don't want playoffs. He has to get us up automatically. And if we start slow, you're really looking at a point where you're going, we could be out of sight way by then. So he really, with the players that we've got, and our squad depth is poor, I will say that, but he needs to bounce back and start winning games. So yeah, we have sold all these season tickets. We have got like to Jarrod Bowen and that, but now start to show it. He's got to figure it out.
How was Jarrod Bowen in the game? What did you make of him?
Listen, I thought Jarrod Bowen was a threat up until when Nuno decided to bring on Ward-Prowse and put Ward-Prowse on the right wing and Bowen up top, where Bowen just never really does well. And you just nullify Bowen's threat, and you're not getting the most out of him. That's the issue for me. It's tactical decisions. So Bowen, he will smash this league if he's played in his right position and he has other players there to help pull their weight. So we've got players there, and we do need more, because the depth. I looked at the bench; it was full of youngsters. He still made the wrong decisions, but we got to spend the money now. We cannot leave it up to chance, because we don't go up, we're in big trouble.
What about the squad itself? What players will leave? What players will need to come in?
Well, we've just loaned out Fulkrug, probably pound for pound the worst signing we've ever made. We can't get rid of the geezer, so we've loaned him out. So his wages are off the books at least. Wan-Bissaka, I think he's probably going to go Everton. It's looking like he's out. And then you've got Todibo, who's fell out with 3 managers now. I think he's going to go. And looking at it, Tati, Castellanos is 50-50. I think he'll get some interest as the window goes on. We've just signed, looking like we're signing Pirro from Leeds, and they might want Tati the other way. So that's a loss, and really we need to be bringing in a striker. We need more in the midfield. We did sign Engels, and more cover on the wings. I think it's depth. I looked at that 11, that front three: Solomon, Castellanos, and Bowen. That's a Premier League front three. So we need to get the most out of them, but we need depth on the bench, because Solomon had to come on. We had nothing.
Yeah, Solomon. I thought Solomon's a good signing. I think he'll do well for you. I really do. I like him.
Yeah, if he, especially if we get Pirro, him and Pirro for Leeds had a great partnership, and they smashed goals, right? So we bring him in, Solomon, and we keep him fit, and we keep him fit. They'll score goals, but the problem is you have to approach games in a way that's going to create chances for these players. And if we're sticking everyone behind the ball, inviting teams on, you're not going to get the most out of them, or playing this weird, slow, build-up possession football that we did in the first half, where you just pass it sideways while players get their shape. So it's all well and good signing these players. You have to play to their strengths. But hopefully Engels makes a difference in the midfield, because we had 2 youngsters in there.
Charlton at the weekend.
Oh, and big game.
All of a sudden, you're joking.
Big game.
All of a sudden, it's like a London derby.
Well,
Charlton won at the weekend. And you're right. If West Ham fail to win, right?
Good team.
Win, you can hear the natives already. And Dan's kind of, you're echoing that a little bit, because look, the West Ham, you've had a rough ride. You've had a really rough ride, and if things don't go well from this point, I hear you. Actually, I think there will be people calling for Nuno.
We start booing if he's not good at the weekend. You start booing.
Listen, I think if it's not good and we're having a poor performance, I think he deserves to be booed. I think he'll deserve it. He has to. We're at home to Charlton, like you said, London derby, right? Whether it's Charlton, it's a London derby. We're at home. If he's not going to approaching that game on the front foot, and we're playing that same pragmatic football, he deserves to be booed. So he has to win that. We got Southampton in the cup on Tuesday. Bin that off. It's not a popular thing to say. Bin the cups off. All on promotion.
Can't bin the cups off. That's another stick everyone will beat him with.
Listen, if he rotates, because we need to rotate, we ain't got the depth and we go out, I'm not going to beat him with that stick. Listen, we were the last lower division sides to win a cup. We won the FA Cup in 1980, right? The last team to do it. And that was 46 years ago. The chances of us winning an FA Cup or Carabao Cup are very, very slim. We're already struggling in the league. So we have to bin those off and focus on promotion. Is the be all and end all this season. Because the longer we're in this league, financially as a club, we are a mess. And we still don't know what's happening with the ownership. With Staveley, Kretinsky, everything's up in the air.
If you was going to sack him, who is there to bring in?
Well, this is the question, because everyone talks about Scott Parker, right? But he's another one, a pragmatist, boring football, and it's draining.
You don't play boring football. Scott
Who?
don't play boring football.
He did for Burnley last season.
I think he's got more in the locker than that, though. I do.
I need anyone that's going to come in here and actually back our players and look at the quality of attack we've got and approach it in a positive way. Now, listen, Eddie Howe's out there, and people think, Eddie Howe won't come. I don't know. I think if we approach Eddie Howe with a project, with a plan, and he sees we can come up, I think Eddie Howe could be a shout.
Eddie Howe?
Yeah?
Eddie Howe?
Eddie Howe. Edward Howe, yes.
Mate, what planet are you living on, Geese? He's a Champions League manager.
Okay, he's got Newcastle in the Champions League twice. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. Right?
Won the Carabao Cup.
Yes, he won the Carabao Cup. We've also
He's
won a
walked
trophy.
away from Newcastle because they're a mess. Do you think he's going to go and sign for West Ham
Listen,
in the Championship?
you don't ask, you don't
What are
get.
you smoking?
He's a former Championship manager, right? He knows the league.
He ain't anymore.
No, he's not. But you present a package to him, right? You say
What package
to
are West Ham going to present to him?
ambition.
Go on,
Listen.
I'll be Eddie Howe. Dan, I'll be Eddie
Right.
Howe.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Go on in. All right.
Right.
Who's this?
This is. I'm not going to do the accent. But it's Daniel Kotinski on the phone here.
Right, Danny boy.
Now listen, Eddie. I've got
Yeah.
a proposition for you, mate. West Ham,
Yeah.
massive club. London, Eddie.
Hacienda was a massive club once.
Yeah, well, now we're still, listen, we'll always be in. We've got a massive fan base, Eddie,
Yeah.
right? We're in London.
Yeah.
We're gonna back you, window to window to window. We've got a plan. We've kept
Is that the
Jarabowing.
truth, though, Danny boy? I don't know whether that's the truth.
Listen,
I need evidence. You're going to back me. What's the package you're presenting me?
okay, now listen, Eddie. You come in now. We give you a massive promotion bonus for a start, right? So
What's
you
that
get us
bonus?
up.
Give me some
Give you
numbers.
say 10 mil promotion bonus on top of a Premier League wage. 10 mil. Promotion bonus on top of a Premier League wage. And then when it comes to the transfer window, right, we're going to invest money into the club. We've got the plans to own the stadium. Listen, this club is going places, mate, and you're the main man, and we'll give you say over transfers. Come on.
What's your
You can't say we won't be tempted.
20 mil. 20 mil. Promotion bonus. I'm there.
15 and it's done.
All right,
17 and a half.
Dan,
Yeah.
I'm going to be Eddie Howe. Start again. Just. Go on.
All right. Eddie, it's Daniel
Yeah.
Kotinski, West Ham here.
Yeah, see you later. Thank you.
I knew it was coming. Listen, if he comes, right, you're going to have egg on your face. I'm just saying, you don't ask, you don't get, right? You don't ask, you don't get.
No,
approach-
there will be some jobs coming up in the Premier League. He's not looking at West Ham. Had West Ham been in the Premier League, he's not
What
going
jobs, realistically, do you think, right?
There's always
Of course
jobs
there's
come
a
up.
job.
Jobs always come up.
Of course there's going to be a job.
Jobs
No,
all-
but what this year, because he's not going to wait forever, right? So we're looking at sacked by December. So we're thinking if Carrick goes, he's going to be Man United. I'm doubtful. Spurs, maybe the Spurs job.
No, we're getting top 6, mate. We're fine. Don't worry about us.
Listen, I think you're going to be in for a rude awakening, mate. I tell you.
You don't worry about Spurs, mate. You concentrate on Lincoln.
Chelsea, if Alonso don't do well.
Hey, there's a job will come up. Let me tell you now, the Premier League, there will be a couple of jobs
Yeah.
in and around the new year. 100%.
Yeah, Eddie Howe will be.
And he will be at the top of a lot of those people's lists.
Yeah. So keep dreaming, son. You got Nuno. Just deal with it.
Well, listen, it's not Eddie Howe or bust. Just give me a manager that at least is going to come in and have a go of it. If Nuno keeps being stagnant and dropping points here and there, he's on thin ice after last season. He took us down. Now he's got to really get us up automatically. And even if he does that, I would sack him if he gets us promoted.
Dan, you're a star, mate. Appreciate your time.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Dan.
lads.
All right,
Yeah.
mate. Speak to you soon. Dan Lawler's there, West Ham Fan TV.